guys! We're live. How are you going? We're live on the ArchieLuxury live streaming channel. Cheers! Cheers. How is it going? Rolex. Do you love your Rolex? Winner chicken dinner? Rolex. That's what we want. We want to be Rolex guys. At the end of the day, it's Rolex. That's all we care about is owning watches. Who has the most wins? We love Rolex. The Rolex Rule. I'm only interested in Rolex. JJ, how are you?
What's going on, Arch? How's it going, buddy?
Hey man, it is fantastic. I'm here with you. We're talking Rolex.
Speaking of Rolex, we switched it up today. We did a little JJ LeCoute for the fans out there who haven't seen me wear it. There it is. First time I wore it on the show, Arch.
Did you sort out the house issues? Yeah, they're all sorted out. And Buwsur, we have unbanned Buwsur. I took care of that. Bear Clooney asked me to unban you. The sucker horn always wins, gentlemen. Thank you. Talk to me, JJ. What's happening?
Well, I wanted to switch it up a little from Rolex today. We've been doing a lot of Rolex talk, so I figured I'd go back to my roots and do a little JJ.
I want to ask you something. This is just between you and me because no one else is watching this. I want to ask you something very personal.
Okay.
$5, Tim Wright. Arch, I mailed the Rolex hat earlier today. They said it'll take up to 6 weeks. That's okay. I'm in class, but I wanted to tell you guys I was monitorized today. Hoot, hoot. Well done, Tim Wright.
Congratulations. Don't forget, you have to kick up 10% to the boss.
Exactly.
Arch, you got to learn this phrase. The money goes up from you, not down from me.
Exactly. Okay. I want to ask you this.
Sure.
Are Rolex people nastier than non-Rolex people?
I think if they only have Rolex, yes. They tend to be they have a little more viciousness in them.
Let's be honest, you know, Plastic, he's completely bonkers, isn't he?
Listen, Plastic's a great guy. He's a good-hearted guy, but he is a little all over the place.
Very good-hearted guy.
Right. He's a little all over the place, but, you know, it is what it is. No worries here. I think his heart is in the right place. I just don't know if his mind is, you know. But I get where he's coming from.
Do you think Rolex people tend to be nastier?
In general, yes. If you only have Rolex, I think that tells you something. I don't think you're officially like a watch enthusiast. I think you just have a little bit of CU in you. But
did you ever have a boss who had a Rolex?
I'm sure it's possible. I don't really know. I mean, I didn't really work for a boss like directly like that.
I was thinking about becoming a long-haul truck driver if the YouTube gig didn't work out. What do you think of that?
Do you like music?
Sure.
Then I think it's not too bad because you'll get to listen to a lot of it. You could even do an ArchieLuxury podcast from the road. You know, double your income.
Exactly, because the rates per mile aren't very good these days.
Right. I guess it would.
BJ and the Bear. Remember BJ and the Bear? Remember that show? You remember that show?
No, I'm not familiar with that show. Or were they long haul drivers?
Yeah, long haul. That's what you want to do. Here we go. Showcase watches. £2. Omega people are coolest. They just love watches. I gotta tell you, I find Omega people to be quite different to Rolex people.
Different type of collector. They're more in it for the actual movements and the watches itself, as opposed to the aesthetics of how people view them wearing the watches, I think.
Buwsur, $5. Thank you, Buwsur. We do appreciate the money. Archie, if you had bought a 5711 at retail years ago and kept it today, they command 6 digits. Would you sell or hoard and possess? Look, I got to be totally honest with you, Buwsur. You know, there's many things in life. Should I have bought this penny stock? Should I have bought something called Bitcoin? Of course, hindsight is great like that. However, you can only do your best. There is nothing more you can do. You can only try your best in life. And you know, I got to be honest with you, if the biggest regret you have is not buying a 5711, life's not too bad.
But to answer the question, really though, I think I would sell it, right? At this point, it's probably as high as it's ever going to be right now. Unless you really love it. Unless you really love it.
It's the highest it'll ever be, right?
Right.
You know, it's Watch and Pray, $2. AC3 favorite, APPSTANTIATE. I got to be honest with you, that Havana thing that Rich Buddy uses as his avatar, that's kind of cool. But I reckon the chronometer de blue, look, APPSTANTIATE is a great brand. I just think I'd rather buy something which isn't so eccentric on that guy. It's like Richard Mille. It's you know what I mean. He's Richard Mille.
Right.
What happens when he dies, or you know the enthusiasm for the brand.
I think his watches go through the roof if he dies. To be honest, at least for in the short term, I really love that Octaloon. That Octaloon is a really nice watch with like the pink salmon dial with the rose gold. It's such a different watch than what's out there.
To be honest with you, I would rather stick to mainstream. I honestly think.
Right.
I had someone who wanted to buy my World Time yesterday. They came to me and said, "Hey, Arch, do you want to sell it?" And you know what, JJ? It's kind of the best watch in my collection, probably, right?
Right.
I don't want to sell it. I don't want to sell it. I don't want to sell it. You know, I'd like to keep them a bit longer. I'll sell it when I'm ready to sell. You know what I mean?
Right. You when you're ready to put it up, not when someone comes to you to get it. Exactly. Well, if someone comes to you, they got to pay. They got to pay up. You know what I mean? They got to make you a deal that you can't. You have to say is irresistible. Right. It's got to be irresistible. Now, let me ask you a question. Would you sell it? And would you sell it if you got a good price for it, and you could move, let's say, like another watch, like your 5127, and then get a better World Time? Or do you think that is the best World Time to have?
Look, it's the one that means most to me.
Right.
You know, I just think it's a cool watch. You know, we get so greedy. Then I say, well, what about a 5070? I'd love to get a 5070. But you know what? If I owned the 5070, then I'd say, you know, wouldn't it be great to have a 5070 and the World Time? Look, I think sometimes in life, right, I've got a lot to be grateful for. You know, I got a lot to be grateful for. And I think for me, your sound is low. Bear's complaining. Can you hear me? Is that better now?
Yeah, I mean, hear me? I can hear you fine. I don't know how it sounds on the broadcast, but
yeah. Look, I gotta be honest with you, man. Seriously, I don't know if I want to sell it because it's picking the cream of the collection. It's like JJ, like you. Would you sell your Day? Your green Day?
No, because to me, there is no better upgrade for that style of watch I want. That the main reason I asked you was more like, do you think you would rather upgrade it to like the 5230, or do you prefer your model?
No, I got to be honest with you there. Here we go. CB $5. CB $5. Can we have a sign language interpreter for Archie?
The mic stand, Archie.
Look, I got to tell you, seriously, I think the problem is, JJ, I don't want to sell the good stuff off. I want to sell it when I want to, you know what I mean? It's kind of, I don't know if I will keep all my watches forever. I'll sell them when I'm ready to sell them. It's when I'm ready to sell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. You got to sell it on your terms when you feel
Yeah.
good about it. You know.
I got to be honest with you. At the moment, I'm not really in the selling mood. You know, I kind of.
Yeah. I think your
JJ,
collection is.
Would you sell? See, you know, your collection is beautiful. You've got some amazing pieces.
Thank you, sir.
Very amazing pieces. We'll just move that mic down a bit there.
I just sent you the link in your chat to that mic. I forgot to do it yesterday, so.
Oh, thank you. Because I got to tell you, man, seriously, I got to be honest with you. Oh, that's the mic you've got, is it?
Right. You asked me to send it to you yesterday, but I forgot. I just said.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You'd be able to put your arm the other way instead of coming from above it. You could do it from below, like I have it, like how Tim has it. So people could hear you better.
Is it heavy? Like, because I don't think this one's too light. That's why it doesn't.
No, it's very light. You might actually be able to just move yours in the direction the way we have it instead of.
Why doesn't my arm stay down? That screw does nothing. I tighten it, and it's like a.
Did you tighten the first one, like closest to the mic as well?
Yeah, I did.
You should try it from the angle coming up, like we have it, instead of coming from the top down. Now try to turn.
Why doesn't it just stay there?
It should stay there.
I don't.
Oh, you went. You went muted, Arch. No, we lost you. Maybe a wire? No. Nothing. We can't hear you, pal. It's the wire.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Very loud now. Yes, very loud.
Jesus Christ!
You know what it is? All right, I figured it out. It's your cable is bad. Because as soon as you moved it, now you're super loud. That cable must not be tight. Wherever you just pushed, did you just push the cable in the computer?
Yeah. What sort of cable is that? What's that cable called?
3.5 millimeter jack. That's what's your problem. As soon as you pushed it in, you're very loud now.
Okay, so you can hear me now?
Super loud. You might want to turn down on the, like I showed you on the cam mic thing.
Yeah. Archie, what is sign language for shower and juice? Okie dokie. I gotta tell you, seriously, guys, I'm gonna turn it down now because you reckon it's too loud. He said it's too loud.
You're all the way up at 200. Make it like 150.
Okay, 150. We've done it now. We're at 150, baby.
Right,
Tim Wright, $2. Please thumb up. 100 likes by the end of the show. Thank you. I gotta tell you, JJ. You know what? I thought about this. If I sold it, I could get the money. I said to him, you know what? He comes to me and says, "Oh, would you can sell?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "What price did you have in mind?" He came in lowball me. And I said, "You know what? I'll take another one. I'd like to add a second one." "Sure. If you can find me a box papers one in mint condition with a recent Patek service at the price you just mentioned, I will take it."
Right.
Right? Just lowball. I got to be totally honest with you. If I sell off the best stuff, what's the point? You're going to left with the, you know what I mean? You want to...
Yeah. You want to go the other way. You want to sell off your lesser pieces and keep your better ones. Yeah. You know,
I don't know. The problem is you get out of watches, right? What makes me happy? Do I want to buy a car? Not really. Do you really? You know, you've got a car. You got a... I tell you what, JJ, you know your Mercedes-Benz? That is my dream car. I would love... Four-door... That car you've got, the E300... That's what I want. I honestly, if I won $10 million, I'd buy an E200. I'd buy an E300. I get the 300 because it's got real leather instead of the fake leather. That's it. That's all I would ever want, JJ. You got the dream. If I was worth a gazillion, maybe I'd buy a Bentley as well, but I would get an E300 as my everyday cruiser.
You know, I thought about it for a little while before I got a new car when I was getting that one. And I really think if you want a nice car, that's really all you need. You know, it depends on your style, like what style you like, but I didn't need like something over the top. I just wanted something that was really nice.
JJ, you know, it's expensive in my country. Believe you me, that's $130,000 car in my country.
But yeah, but they're all one. You know, I could have got one that was 3 times the price from Mercedes too, if I, you know.
Yeah, but it would look the same. Chicks wouldn't even know the difference because it's got 4 exhaust pipes and it's got E63 on the back. That doesn't. They don't even know that. Say, oh, it's noisy. They'd actually like your one better because it's not so noisy and rough.
Right.
You know that?
Yeah, it's a small, like a
Stud
smaller
muffin,
version.
$2. A house in Japan would make you happy. Actually, the funny thing is, in Japan, you can buy a house very reasonably. Very, very, very reasonably. Houses in Japan.
You know why they're going to get cheaper in Japan, Arch? Can I give you a little lesson here?
Sure.
The population, if you look, there's studies done on like the age of populations, and the age of the Japanese population is on the older side. If you look at the global
They're
perspective,
not having kids. They're not having enough to replace them. They got no immigration because they don't want immigrants in the country because it's complicated reasons.
Right.
And you know what?
So less demand on real estate.
They sell, listen to this, they sell more adult diapers than real diapers for babies.
Right.
Explain that one to me. In some cities, the average age is 60.
Right. And China is also like that because they had that one baby rule for a long time.
Yes.
And it actually they say India is the opposite. They're going to be the largest population. Well, they already are, but they're going to grow exponentially.
Here we go. Andrew, $2. Hi, Pontiff. Hi, Blue Shirt. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution, Andrew.
Plastic is butthurt because he circled around calling us the C word, and I just asked him, "Did you mean me?" And I guess he's a little butthurt from there.
Yeah, he's a bit.
Listen, I like plastic. I'm not going to say anything bad. I'm a gentleman. You know what I mean? He's not a bad guy.
You know what? I got to tell you, seriously. Someone got really angry yesterday. I took a call from a dog trainer, right?
Right.
Believe you me, he abused the shit out of me. He threatened me. He tried to blackmail me. It wasn't a friendly conversation. Let me just say that, okay? He got stuck into me. He hates my guts. You know what? Oh, JJ, what do I do here?
What am I missing?
JJ, help me. What do I do? Do we let this guy on or we don't?
Who is it? I can't see.
Plastic.
Let him on.
Let him on. You want to talk to him?
Yeah, why not? I like Plastic. I got no problems with him.
Hey, Plastic.
What's up,
Hey,
Plastic?
Pontiff. Hey, Blue Shirt.
Oh.
This is JJ. It's not Blue Shirt.
Yeah, I know, but mate, come on. You know what I was saying. You got to have a sense of humour, JJ.
Me and Plastic had a massive fallout. You know that? Me and Plastic had a massive fallout, JJ. You know that years ago? He came over to buy a watch. He lowballs me. He just wastes his tire kicker. He's an absolute tire kicker.
You guys always fight like cats and dogs. But,
and I ended up selling the watch. Listen to this. It was a Datejust for 3.5 diamond dial Datejust 16233. I ended up selling it to Ronnie at what I paid for it because I bought my world time. That's what happened. There you go. On the table. Jay Wright, £2. It can take 3 generations to pay a mortgage in Tokyo. Yes, certain parts of Tokyo extremely expensive, but interest rates are record lows, and I gotta tell you, they got the cutest women in the world, JJ. You know that?
Yeah, I've never been to Japan myself, but I've had quite a bit of friends who go there, and they enjoy it a lot. You know, if you're like not even like semi-famous, but if you're like, let's say you have like a band or something in America, and like you know maybe locally people will come see you. If you tour Japan, they treat you like you're a rock star. Like my friends that have done it, they can't believe, but just because you're from the U.S., I guess it's something different for them, and they really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But,
it's like being a minor YouTube celebrity now, JJ.
Exactly. Buwsur, $2. Rest in peace, Tiger Woods' legs pulverized in a car crash. What car was he driving, JJ?
I'm not sure. I didn't get the whole story, but I know he was in a bad car accident, and they had to operate on him. You know, terrible. I don't know if he'll ever be able to play again. I think his legs are messed up pretty bad. So, I mean, he's lucky to be alive. I wouldn't really sweat playing golf.
He's a good Rolex man. Tiger's a good Rolex man.
Right. Plastic, do you think he just started a YouTube channel?
Oh, it was a Hyundai Genesis.
Yeah, that's right. He advertises for Hyundai, so it was like written all over the.
I bet he wishes he was going to be. I bet he wished he was going to Mercedes Benz.
I think the Genesis is pretty safe still.
Arch, you're very you're a good amount of loud. You don't have to get very close.
Okay, thank you.
You could sit back. I see you.
Okay, thank you.
Stretching.
My back's sore. My back's sore.
Yeah, you can lean back and relax. We can hear you loud and clear, brother.
I gotta tell you seriously, I don't want to sell things. You know what? Cars, right? Plastic. You know, Plastic bought a. By the way, JJ, he's got a X5. Plastic's got an X5.
Right.
He
My
said
wife
bits
has.
fall off it. Bits fall off it.
it
His
does.
Toyota
You know
Camry.
the rear vision, the thing. What do you call it? The sun visor. The sun visor. The little it flaps up and down to protect your face.
Yeah, son. Yeah.
Yeah. So on my wife's, it just fell apart, and they're going to replace it. But like, mate, compared to this Japanese-made Toyota, the quality control on those US-made, I guess, those BMWs is pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
They're made in the South. We'll have a talk to Chiquita in quality control. Well, let's get Chiquita on.
Shaniqua and Denzel in quality control.
What the hell are they doing, JJ?
Oh, they're selling out. I think you gotta stick with Toyota if you want reliability. Toyota, Lexus, I think.
These Camrys, JJ, in Australia, they're made in Japan. One of the last few models you can get made in Japan. A lot of them now made in the US as well, or Hungary.
Right. Yeah. And
or some of them made in Thailand. Honda makes a lot of cars in Thailand.
Toyota makes their Hiluxes in Thailand.
Yeah.
The X5 is made in like Virginia or somewhere, right? Something like that, or North Carolina.
No, it's in the South.
Yeah.
It's in the South.
Yeah. All the homeboys, all the homegirls eating a bologna sandwich while they put the motor together. Yeah.
This is why I lease. You know what I mean?
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Watch the video. It tells you everything. Just watch the YouTube video in the factory putting together an X5. It tells you everything you need to know.
Well, they build SUVs in the U.S. because that's the biggest market. I would imagine it's easier than shipping them like.
And
crazy.
also, they get massive tax concessions.
You're right. You're right.
I got to tell you, JJ, your Mercedes-Benz, that's my dream car.
Listen, I have a few more months. It could be yours after that.
But you're right there. They are a disposable item, aren't they, really? I mean, you just treat it like...
You can't classify a car as an asset, ever.
Yeah. 36 months and it's gone, Arch. That's it. And then I move on to the next one. I don't want to own it. It's a headache. I don't want to fix it.
What are you getting next, JJ?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I might just get another one, the new one. I was thinking about buying the Lexus GX 460 truck, so I could get around better, like when it snows and stuff. But I don't know. I'm thinking now, like if I do start traveling and get out of here for the winter, maybe go somewhere warmer. It's not necessary, so I'll probably just lease
come to Brisbane when you can. We'd love to have you.
I don't know, Plastic. You're a big guy, and you're pretty mad at me, so I must stay out of there.
I'm all peace, love, and mung beans. I love everybody. You guys, Paul. Me and Paul will have a big fight, and then we'll go and salute noodles at the karaoke bar. It's all good.
Yeah, no, I'm only joking around. I'm kidding. Yeah, I would love to come there one day.
I got to tell you, seriously, I'm starting to look at my life now because I'm getting older. I'm approaching 50. Hey, you're younger than me, JJ, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 40. You just turned 42.
I turned 50
Wright,
this year.
£2. What's the jewelers down from Old Hostel and left? Old Hostel and left. That's Langford's, you mean?
That's it. That's what he means. That's what he means. Langford's. Yeah, that's it.
Because they don't really sell jewelry now. They're only Rolex.
They've expanded the boutique, so there's more empty cases now.
Oh, okay. Great. That's a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got lots more empty cases to look at. It's quite beautiful. Some of the work on those cases is gorgeous.
And you've got to use a special Rolex shop fitter to do it. You can't just get your own Jimbo and.
I tell you, some of those empty cases. Oh my God, they're just beautiful. I just go in just to look at them. Amazing.
And Doc is on. Hello, Doc.
Cases.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Doc.
What's cooking, Doc? What are we wearing today?
What am I wearing? I'm wearing. Uh-oh. Am I still there?
Yep.
Yeah, you're here.
Oh, cool. I'm wearing my resto mod. I'm wearing my Submariner with the Yachtmaster bracelet polished center link.
Nice, nice.
Hey, Doc, make sure you deny our friendship, okay? Or you might get booted from the WhatsApp group too.
Hey.
Don't speak your mind, Doc. The boys can't handle it. The girls can't handle it.
Okay. I gotta tell you guys, seriously, I want to say this to you. The watches themselves there. What other hobbies would you have? If you got out of your watches, JJ, would you go into another hobby? What do you think?
No, I'll always have. I mean, having a watch is more than just a hobby to me. It's become a hobby, like, collecting and getting to know more about them. But even if it wasn't like a hobby, I still enjoy the aesthetic of wearing a watch. It's not something like, if you collect coins, you could sell them. You don't wear a coin. You know what I mean? Like, it's different.
No, that's correct there. Walter Putterfire, $5. Arch, when will Vacheron market catch fire? I gotta be honest with you, man. I really,
not likely.
They
concentrated on China. They concentrated on China, and they forgot they sold out to China. That's what they're a Richmond brand. They sold out to China, and China wants the latest model. You don't understand that it's a very uncool market.
The best thing to do is to attack the U.S. market and let it catch on from there. I'm not saying that because I live here.
But how did Rolex do it? How did Rolex fix their problem?
I don't think they did. They just always made waterproof and automatic watches. Those two components are so important to Rolex.
But 4 years ago, you could buy a Datejust from independent at lower than retail.
Yeah.
Right? So how did they fix that? How did they fix that? Tell me.
How they fixed it? Look, it's supply and demand. Supply and demand. They didn't fix it. It's the customers, the consumers. I got to be honest with you. Everybody wants a Rolex. To have, I think in 10 years' time, to own one Rolex would be an absolute bargain. Tim Wright says there's a 5196 bargain on David SW. I'm going to call this up. I want to see.
It's a little under 50, it's a little under 16,000 US.
Yep, they've gone up those watches. They have gone.
Is it naked, Archie?
Let's have a look there. Let's have a look. David SW, just pay.
David SW.
There's no point paying pipers. Just get out there, go to your grey market dealer and grab it. Where is it? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. 15.
Top row, middle.
Oh, what's it?
There's another one? Yeah, this.
15975. Look at this.
Oh, all right. There's two of them. Oh, yeah, the same one.
That's a yellow gold one.
You get 500 off if you mention ArchieLuxury.
I tell you what, I quite like this.
That's a
one.
deal.
This is beautiful. Beautiful watch.
Would you consider it,
2019.
As your first Patek?
I'm not after that particular model, but I think Tim should grab it. Tim's been saying Tim's been saying he wants the 5196 for quite a while now.
That would suit Tim to a T.
Pull the trigger, Tim. Get more than just Rolex. You got to be.
Oh, no, that first row. That's not a 5196. That's a 3998.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking at it on a small
animal.
screen. It's hard to see. Yeah. Yeah, I think. What do you think, Archie? Should Tim add that to his Rolex collection so he could be a real watch collector?
Tim's got some amazing pieces.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be a real watch collector. I prefer to be a Rolex collector.
Oh, you're not a watch collector. You're a Rolex man. I was talking about Tim.
I'm a Rolex man. That's it. Yeah, well, Tim is he's a real watch collector. He is. I'm saying.
Well, that's what
I'm saying.
Another.
Here we go. Jay Wright, £2. I traded some half sovereigns in there back in 2008. And Grand Sicko, $2. Picked up my Kermit from Hourglass, Brisbane. There you go.
Nice work. What did he buy? Nice. What did he buy to get the sermon?
What other garbage did you have to buy, Grand Sicko?
How much crap did you buy, my friend? How many Zeniths did you buy?
Arch, what do you think? Would you buy a Bond to get that?
A what, sorry?
Would you buy the Bond Seamaster to get one?
To get what?
to get a Cermet.
Oh, you got to buy more than that. That's not enough.
I know. I'm just asking, but would you buy that?
JJ, I prefer the Planet Oceans, the big Planet Oceans. That's what I
got to
gone
say,
for.
JJ, I love your Seamaster with that aged. It's a beautiful looking piece. I like it on the NATO. I like the NATO. Speaking of NATOs, we've got Marco. Marco, how are you, man?
Hey, Arch, how are you?
How was your test,
Hey.
Marco?
That
Cutting
was a hard
class?
one. That was tough. That was tough. But
You
it's
know,
good.
I've been holding down the fort while you and Tim are taking all these tests.
I'm sorry, man. I got
Hey, what are
one
me and
more.
Doc BBW? Are we chopped liver?
Which
No.
one?
What do you mean?
We've been helping. We've been helping.
We just don't
too.
take tests. We don't
That's
take
right.
exams.
Okay.
Hey.
No, it was good. It was good. It was a bit
was
tough.
good.
I mean, it's a university exam on fucking astrology. These stupid courses that they make you take. You know, you got to fill your credits out, Arch. So you got to take these stupid
Yeah.
fucking classes.
What does astrology have to do with making money?
Yeah, well, it's because you got to take something, right? So you just want to take the easiest ones. But the ones they say
Yes.
online that are very easy are not easy at all, man. This is actually kind of tough.
What did they say about the moon landing there? Anything?
Yeah.
Doc, you got to teach
Grand
me.
Sicko, $2. Explorer 2 and Yachtmaster 40 blue. Oh, that's what they made him buy.
That's all right. That's not bad.
Pretty good.
There's
If he
nothing wrong with
mixes the
that.
bracelets on those, could look nice.
What, the bracelets are no good, Doc?
No, take the
I think he's-
Yachtmaster's center links and put it on your Explorer 2. Now you have an Explorer 2 with polished center links.
I think he's teasing you. He's
Rest on,
teasing you.
rest on
Doc,
wild
with a
stuff.
42 mil Explorer bracelet fit on the Cermet, maybe it would.
I have to tell you, the favorite name for Marco is now Babyface Capone. I love that one.
Hey, JJ, by the way, did you see AMC? AMC?
Oh, it's going up? Marco's going to
Diamond
get more
Head,
than one
baby,
Rolex
Diamond
soon.
Head.
Arch, Marco's going to use his stock winnings to get more than one Rolex.
I'm going to get an Explorer.
Oh.
I didn't even think American Motor
Corporation
Corporation was doing it.
I don't give a shit. I'll pay the tax.
Yeah, AMC, the Gremlin. It was the Gremlin, Doc, after the
No.
Gremlin.
This is the movie theater company.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
they
a bit
branched
like-
into movies.
I mean, I didn't think movies was that good after COVID, you know, but it's this game place, you know, it's
Oh, I've got another
Game
nickname
stop.
for Marco. Mark Goldberg 2.0.
Plastic is very butthurt, Marco. He's
Oh,
butthurt that he got the
I'm
boot.
not at all. I'm just being honest.
he
You guys
got the
kicked me out of
boot.
the group.
I didn't kick you
me out of
out.
the group because you,
hey.
I don't even
started
have
crying.
You're trying
I don't
to
even
be-
have the power to kick you out of the group.
Hold on a second.
Plastic, plastic,
You're trying to buzz around the
plastic,
group,
Marco.
politically correct, and all this
Plastic,
stuff.
Marco.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
I think we
just-
might
All
just
right.
say goodbye to Plastic. That was okay, Plastic. Great to have you on today. We'll see you tomorrow.
We could clear the air with Plastic.
Ooh.
Plastic said indirectly.
Plastic is a good
whoever
guy.
Makes, he is a good guy, but he did say indirectly, whoever makes a YouTube channel using Archie is a bunch of cunts. So we asked him, well, who do you mean? And he's
You know
wouldn't-
who he was talking about.
Well, I
Yeah,
want you to
he's
say it to my
buzzing around the
fucking
bush.
face
Just
if you're gonna say
Say
it.
it like a man.
Look,
Say it with
look,
your
Doc, if
it's
I'm
all
gonna call you a
okay.
cunt,
It's
I'm gonna
all-
say
look,
you're a cunt.
I'm
not
happy. You
somebody's
know
a
what,
cunt.
guys?
You know?
No one's asked me, but I'm happy for any of you guys to start a channel. There's no problems. It's
Well,
cool.
That's
It's
what I wrote
cool.
in the chat. I said if you
I
were
don't
actually
understand what the problem is.
Hold on. But
I
Arch,
said-
let's
I
just
to-
clear something up, okay? Because he's being a fuckwit. Excuse my language. All right?
Yeah.
JJ's channel
Yeah.
only came because I've been begging him. I've been busting his chops to start a channel. I'm like, man, you could, because JJ knows so much outside of watches, colognes, he knows knives. He has so many collections that appeal to a lot of people. And 95% of my subscribers, Arch, come from Tim's live stream because I go on Tim's after show and we'll promote our channels then. Otherwise, I promoted your channel one time. It's after I shaved my head. I said, and I got your approval for that. If I'm not
Yeah, of
mistaken.
course.
Yeah,
Man, there's
He's
nothing.
being all butthurt, and then he's calling
I-
us sons, trying to like play. it
I don't
politically
understand. Look, it's
incorrectly.
all okay.
What the fuck is
Bear
that, man?
Clooney
Just say it to my
watches
face
two-
and that's it. Say it like a man with your chest, and tell us how you really feel. The truth is, Arch, he
Yeah.
likes drama. He's part of the old faction. He doesn't like the new guys. He wants the fucking whining and the pissing on stream that nobody enjoys.
I don't
but old cunts like
understand
him.
this.
Excuse my
Yeah.
language.
I disagree.
that's
I don't think he has anything against the new guys.
No,
Sorry.
I don't think so. I don't think so either. I think Doc's right. I think he just wants to stir up a little drama, and I'm fine with that. Like I said, he's good-hearted, but I think he thinks we want to take advantage of Archie But I've asked him privately, do you have a problem with me doing a channel? I'll delete it if you don't like it. I've paid to do promotions on things. And Paul's cool with it. So if he don't have a problem, why should anybody else have a problem? I don't understand.
But Plastic does not have a problem with your guys' channels.
Hold on.
But he called it a cunt.
I might be the cheapest person on earth, and I spent $250. And Tim sent me his live streaming, like the stuff he doesn't use, so that I could upgrade my live streaming setup. So as of Friday, you guys will see a completely different studio setup.
Right. Me too. Look around. I spent $500 just to look cooler on ArchieLuxury corporate.
Look, I gotta tell you. Here we go, guys. Bear Clooney watches $2. Plastic. How does it feel being with C's on the stream? Thank you. And Showcase watches £2. Plastic. Sorry, I booted you. Not the new guys.
No, there it is. I didn't want to tell any things, but there it is.
I gotta tell you,
snowflake Arch. What is he like? Come on, man.
I gotta tell you, man. 2-stroke, 2-smoke. Best watch for an accounting exam.
Oops.
Best watch for an accounting exam.
You gotta get.
Depends on if you've studied or not.
Rolex is the most precise. That's it. You gotta get Rolex.
I think you want one of those Casio data banks. Those Casio data banks that gives you the answers. That's what you want. You know, or
if you haven't studied, you need a waterproof one.
Accounting is
guys. I got to tell you this. I don't understand. There's so many factions fighting and problems. I didn't even know what these guys were upset about. Someone's upset because I took a call from the dog trainer, right?
Yeah, you
and
should
reality
have blocked them a long time ago, Arch.
Sorry?
Yeah.
You should have blocked them a long time ago. Why didn't you block them when they left?
That was a phone call.
It was a phone call. He rang me. You know, he blocked me. I wasn't going to do childish stuff. Then he abused the shit out of me. Jeez, it wasn't fun. I can tell you this now.
Let me ask you.
And everyone says that I'm on his side now. He hates my guts.
That's the problem.
You know? Yeah,
I think he wants you to do it in a nice way.
I don't hate anybody. I want to say thank you for your service, guys. You know what, guys? It's. I like the camaraderie here. We like Jay Wright, $2. We love our Survivor plastic. Wind neck in a little. I got to tell you, seriously, the truth is,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with being politically correct, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's why you're on this channel here. You can
fuck their service, Arch. Their service can go up there. You know what, Arch? That's all I got to tell them.
Look,
what's
guys,
his nickname? Babyface what?
Capone.
That's a great name. That's a great.
Arch. They have egos the size of Russia. Like seriously.
Oh, okay. I don't even talk about these guys anymore.
Their way back on. Call you.
Rotor.
Let's get back to the
Rotor, $2. AD offered Black Bay 58 for 3,000 US. Pull trigger.
That seems pretty good price. 3,000
okay.
On a bracelet. Like a pretty good price.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I got to tell you guys, seriously, you know what? I just want to make it. You can do whatever you want to start a channel. You want to do something. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You know. Remember this, guys. These guys are not my enemies or competitors. You know, when you start a car dealership, you put it in the magic mile to be with the other car dealerships.
Right.
It's good. These guys want to have a bit of a profile. Hey, I encourage everyone. As Jim Carrey said, I want everybody to be rich and famous so they can see it's not the answer.
Right. And can we just make one more point? All this complaining and bitching, none of the viewers want to hear this. If they wanted to hear that, they'd talk to their wives. They're here to have fun.
Oh, exactly.
Let's get back to the fun. Let's get back to the
Showcase watches, $2. Something only exists as long as you talk about it. 100%, man.
Hey, what's up, guys?
100%.
What's up, BBC?
Hey, how are you, man?
What's happening in Knots Landing? Whatever. Young and the Restless.
This is what happens, ABC, when you only watch once a week.
Well, the one night I take off, the way you said, Doc, it all kicks off.
Yes, everything hits the fan. One night I had to work on some report.
Oh dear, how are we anyway?
Look, it's all good. You know, that's all good. guys. We love. Look, I want to tell you this seriously.
It's
By the
just one
way,
big
Marco,
happy
someone
family.
offered me money for my world time. Should I sell?
How much? Is it a good deal?
I don't. I thought about this. I thought, you know what?
Alright, all you
problem
need
is-
is a 5196. Let's be honest. That's all you really need. The 5196.
Bear Clooney watches $2. You are a bunch of ladies. Wear a skirt. Wear skirts. Wear skirts. Yes.
Thank you, Bear. Thank
Look.
you. Thank you.
You know what? I'm not ready to sell at the moment. Later on, I will.
I'm not ready to wear a skirt.
At this time, I like to keep what I got. You know what I mean?
There's
Yeah,
some good pieces there. You know, the 3 Rolexes that you've added.
Yeah.
You've managed to do pretty well keeping your hands on your world time and not letting it go. And it's big money if you do let it go, though, right? Nice recovery.
Look, I gotta be honest with you. I sell it, then what? Then I always regret selling it. You know what? I probably sell some Pateks off later in life, but not at the moment. I want to enjoy them a bit.
Well, this sounds a little morbid, but I just got out of the morgue. So, which watch would you want to wear on your deathbed?
Oh, I reckon
Oh.
the 6006, Doc. I've actually thought about that. Yeah.
Are you going to have a tux on?
47, you're not going
That's
any
cheerful.
further.
Come on. Cheerful
No,
talk, please.
or maybe the sub. I love my Rolexes. Rolexes are for wearing. Pateks are for hoarding. By the way, did you see my video today? Most pathetic excuse. I'm not really wearing it. Did you see that video? I just.
Sounds interesting. I haven't had a chance to see it.
Yeah, someone. That's the ultimate excuse people come to me with. They say to me, most pathetic excuse, but I'm not wearing it.
Oh, want to sell it?
Yeah, that's their justification.
Yeah.
So what?
Wear it.
Here we go. Showcase watches, $2. 1,000 shows seeing babyface Capone in skirt. I'm not quite sure he'd even do that, would he?
But I will say he's babyface Capone, so nobody's going to say anything about him there.
He's very cool. I love
I got an
Marco.
answer
Look,
to Capone.
Marco, I got to tell you, it's a good team. I like the vibe. You know what? I got to be honest. No bullshit. Because I'm too old to lie and bullshit. But Marco is fun and young. JJ, he's a bit serious. I actually love chatting to JJ about watches. I love chatting because he's not only Rolex, he's got a bit more to it.
JJ's
Right.
our enforcer as well. That's
Doc
good.
is eccentric. I love Doc. Doc's always good. He's always good value when he comes on chatting. He's got the vintage. He can always put everyone in their place with that vintage 2 Daytonas.
Right.
ABC's cool.
You're alone.
I gotta tell you, I love Tim. Tim is kind of our dog trainer replacement. He's zany, he's left wing, out of his mind, but he's always positive and cheery.
He's
know?
kind of getting sane, though. We've got him out of his ears, out of his bunny ears.
Yeah, we gotta
And
get
I tell you who else I like there is Jeff. Jeff is great to have on. The old guy. Oldish.
Yeah.
The Aussie guy. He's so fun. Jeff, he's got a nice collection. Plastic is eccentric as they come. I've met Plastic and he is as zany as they come, but if you really were in trouble, he'd help you out. That's the kind of guy he is. He's a
the thing about
lunatic.
Plastic I like is he does kind of veer off of the script. He ad libs a lot, but a lot of
Yeah.
it's good stuff. A lot of it is good stuff. So what do you
Yeah.
gonna do?
And I gotta tell you, I even liked Saffron. Saffron was cool.
Right.
I even liked, out of the old team there, the guy I missed the most was Blue Shirt because it wasn't involved in stupid toilet jokes. It was doing.
Arch,
It
he
was the
picked a
watches.
side. Mr. Chu brought up a good point yesterday. He did a super chat. He picked a side, Arch. So, you know what? We said he's welcome back on. Fuck him too,
Yeah.
Arch. Fuck him too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking too. We tried. How many times can we ask him nicely? Hey, do you want to come on? Well, you know what?
Oh,
Don't
Arch,
wanna
you
come
need
on,
to ask
don't
him,
come
man.
on.
You could stay on stay with the other guys, man. We don't need
Listen,
you back
he-
on.
Exactly.
here's the thing. I just want to say one thing. I know you guys all have your opinion, and so do I. But I don't think the viewers, which is the most important part of this whole thing, really like to see this whole faction thing, old side, new side. I mean, we're all kind of on the same side here for Arch, you know. So I mean, a YouTube show is fluid. You know, there's always going to be old people leaving and new people coming. You know, we should all kind of be one group. The only people that you shouldn't be supporting are people who are going against you. Other than that, I have no problems with anyone, and I don't think there should be these factions like he's from this side or that side. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but
I think the only problem is when people go rogue and they start asking for more money and, you know, sort of demanding a separate trailer and all this other crap.
Right. Well, if you're a trader, you're out. You're not part of the team, obviously, if you're a trader. But I'm saying, as far as like, let's say like Doc, you or ABC, like you guys are considered the older guys, and like me and Marco, we're considered the newer guys. I don't look at us as two sides of a. We're all on the same show, on the same thing. We're here to support Archie, and that's why we all come on. I mean, it's his show. He's the guy. He could be on here with a puppet, and it would be a show that we'll all come watch. You know what I mean? So. You know,
but I got to tell you here quickly, Non-Iron Joe $5 looks like GameStop is on the rise again, up 104% today. Ouch!
Archie got to start the ArchieLuxury stock channel after this.
2 smoke, 2 stroke, $3. Can't wait for MJT's Pepsi to come in. I can't wait either. Yes, you betcha. I totally get it. I got to tell you, this thing about watches is you got to remember this. Watches themselves can be pretty damn. They're just material objects. You gotta have. We like to have an outlet to talk about them, and that's what we want to talk about. It's not the politics and that. We want to talk about watches. And look, Marco, he's a young, impressionable guy.
Right. Well, I understand his anger because everyone keeps picking on him, but everyone.
I get fed up too, man. Like seriously,
right. Marco.
They won't go after JJ.
I wanted to talk to you.
Them in their place. They won't go after Tim because Tim has a nicer collection than them, right? He'll just sit right over them. And let's be honest, okay, he's got the family trust to fall back on. So
yeah, he has.
And the oil fields and stuff like that.
But guys, after a certain while, man, there's only so much a man can take before I start getting fucking annoyed too. Like seriously, it's actually starting to get annoying. Like,
of course, that's natural.
But the whole thing is to drone on about it on the show is pointless because the viewers don't want to hear that.
No, they don't. Bear Clooney, $2. Spike off with this slobbing love for everyone. Yeah, I hate him too. I got to be honest with you.
Right.
Fuck 'em all. Fuck 'em all.
You know what? I tell you what. Seriously, I haven't really said anything bad about anyone, but they give me the shits. I wasn't even liking doing the show. You know, I wake up in the morning now, and I like doing this show. I like to talk to JJ. Hey, JJ, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? We got Marco. We've got some great guys. Tim is always positive. Marco, I got to tell you, I've been having a bit of a think about your dilemma, right?
What's my dilemma?
Sub, No Date, or the Explorer.
Oh, Arch, that's done already. Like, you know,
No
you're about to
brainer.
buy a watch.
It's done?
It's like,
you getting it?
already... No, I haven't paid for it yet. He still has to source it for me, but Arch, like, I'm at the point where I'm just ready to buy it. That's it. You know what I mean? Just move on with my life.
I was going to say to you, you know what I was going to say?
Can I just say one more thing? If AMC gets to, if it squeezes Arch and I make good money, I'm buying one. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I will pay the taxes next year. I don't give a flying, you know what. I'll get 3 jobs back to you in the summer.
Arch, imagine being 21 with 2 brand new Rolex.
I don't give a shit.
I'm getting very happy, man.
Good on you, man. Yeah, I love it. I love that. This is capitalism. This is what made America great.
You know, I got lucky and invested on Microsoft when no one knew what Microsoft was.
By the way, Arch, you never read this super chat.
Oh, Jay Wright, £2. I wear skirt to see my girlfriend in mirror. It's a win-win.
And did you read this one from
Stud Muffin, $2. If you're leaving Aussie, why keep the watches? Because I tell you why. Because where else do I put money? Do I keep it in cash? Because the government's printing money. Let me tell you this. I don't want to live in Australia, okay? But this is a base, okay? Because I got children here. I got my old man here. The thing is, if I'm going to leave, I've got to have some... Where would you put your money? JJ, Bitcoin, watches, stocks, or cash? Where would you put your money?
5%.
Cash is the last place.
5% Bitcoin, 5% in gold and precious metal stocks, put the rest in the market, unless you want to buy another piece of real estate. Put some into real estate. You have to spread it around. You got to be in.
Diversify, yeah.
Look, JJ,
But
I've
guys,
already got
just to
2
do a
pieces of
disclaimer,
real estate.
We're not financial advisors, guys. This is just for
obviously.
entertainment purposes.
Now,
This
I
is
want to
just
say
for
this,
fun.
JJ.
Yeah.
I've already got. Listen to this. My spread. I've already got 2 pieces of real estate. This is
Right.
as long as I stay with indoors. I've got 2 pieces of real estate. One was just basically using our signature as collateral to get it, right? But it's an apartment. We've got a condo and a house, right? So I've got
Real estate's covered.
2 pieces.
Right.
Our 401ks, that's our retirement. We can't touch that until we're 60. Got to be 60 before you can touch it. But we got 300. It's all invested in share market.
Right.
I ticked the box. High risk. There was 2 boxes. I could have gone casino or full share market investment. I went full share market investment.
Right.
Iron John, $5. Fancy colored diamonds, can't lose.
That's your investment.
Diamonds haven't done too well for me. I did have some investment diamonds. Dud. Let me say this to you. So I then got 250 in watches.
Right.
Considering the total asset pool, that allows me, if the world goes bad in Australia, I can jump on a plane and reboot in a new country. Do you understand? I can reboot. I could go to any country with those watches. Actually, what I'd have to do is land in Hong Kong or Singapore, put them in the safety deposit box, because if I went to other countries, there could be taxes due. But what I'm trying to say is, it gets me a new start. If I needed a new start, do you see what I'm saying, JJ?
Yeah. I think you're pretty well diversified. The only thing maybe I would do is trim a little. But the watches are also your passion and your part of your work, because you use them
My
for the
business. The
Right.
business.
So you could use that as opposed to like investing in like precious metals. That could kind of be your precious metals. But I still think you should have, probably at least 25,000 in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe maybe these guys have some.
So wait a minute. You have something against Bernie Madoff there, Arch?
Bobby, California, $5. Arch, the governors in South London would be chuffed to bits if you lived there. Move there, start a watch strap business. Arch and Mark. There we go.
You know what it is that older people. No offense, Doc. I'm not aiming this towards you. I'm just saying in general. Even myself.
You don't mean me, do you?
No, even myself included, as the older part of. I mean, anyone over 40 doesn't really. Most of them don't really understand about Bitcoin. They think it's a pyramid, and it might be, but it's really more like digital gold. And people from like third world countries use these other types of currencies to make transactions easier. So, I mean, when you see companies like Tesla and now Apple wanting to buy in, is legitimizing, what it is.
In all seriousness,
what's the $20 bill in your pocket?
Yeah. In all seriousness, it's just a higher risk maneuver. I mean, it's
Well, that's why I say 5%, because let's say it does kick off and money goes to shit. That 5% that you have now will turn into 100% of what you have now. So it's just a safety net.
And the same thing for precious metals. If everything hits the fan.
Yeah, I'm not saying put 70% of your assets in Bitcoin. I would never do that. I have 5% in just in case it does take off and everything else does go to shit. Like some people say is a possibility. I don't personally think that'll happen. I think it'll always hold some value. But if everything went horribly wrong and Bitcoin got adopted as the new global monetary policy, that 5% you own, you'd probably be worth double what you are now anyway. So that's all you really need is a safety net. But that's just my opinion. I don't know anything. I mean,
and of course, in this channel, we're just kidding around when it comes.
Right. I'm not a financial advisor. So don't listen to. I'm just telling you what my experience is, what I do, what I believe in. So that's why I got my 5% rule from.
When are you selling out at AMC, Marco?
Ooh, diamond hands, Arch. No paper hands allowed. You can't sell.
He's probably holding at least 2 years. Wait till COVID.
I'm just gonna have a quick toilet break. I will be back.
I'll wait and see. If it hits like $50, that'd be amazing, JJ. But I don't think I would sell even at 50. I mean, I'll wait and see.
I would just suggest being careful. I bought into Microsoft because I heard some people talking about it back in the 1980s when I hadn't heard of it before, but I thought, what the hell, I'll put a few thousand in. It ended up worth like $300,000.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing to jump into without knowing what it was.
Well, guess what happened to that $300,000?
You
And
spent
watches.
It went to the X.
Oh.
Oh, ouch.
So, moral of the story. So there you go.
Don't
Archie
get married.
has said it before. Archie has said it before. Just saying it to Marco there. Just, just be careful with it. That's all. Be careful.
Hey, Doc, how's the Super Ocean?
Beforehand, right? Get a prenup. Wait, can they take possession of your Rolex?
You gotta hide it. If they don't know you have it, they'll never know to look for it.
That's kind of true.
That's why you never show you.
If you don't
never show your
declare it
wife
in the
your collection.
paperwork.
Right.
What was that, ABC?
Yeah, how's the brightening Super Ocean?
People make fun of the Super Ocean, calling it a shite lane, and et cetera, but it's one of the most accurate watches I have.
It's a good watch.
I think it's less than a second that it loses in 24. Last time I checked it with the little computer thingy, it was exactly 0.
Wow, I think it's
nothing.
a pretty good watch, good value for money.
And then it's a clean looking, nice looking watch. It works as a dress watch. I would say it does not work as well with jeans if you're looking for something that's overall. But
even with like
hardly in
a
jeans.
rubber strap or NATO strap, I think it would.
Mine's on the Shark.
Yeah.
I guess if you put it on the rubber, you could press it down and then get away with having it on with jeans and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool I always had a hard time deciding if I got that watch. Like I would definitely buy it, originally on the Shark mesh, but I think I would go back and forth with the rubber. It looks really nice on the rubber as well. I really wanted something with Shark mesh. That's how I kind of ended up with getting the Milanese bracelet on the Bond Seamaster. But if I was to get the Super Ocean, it looks really, you totally change the look. It looks really classed up with the Shark mesh, or you can make it kind of really sporty with a bathing suit with the rubber.
I saw somebody even throw it on a NATO, which I'd not thought of, but on the forums I saw someone popped it on a NATO, and it looked pretty good, and it mixes it up, gives you some versatility there, and it is a nice dial, nice watch. Read the time very easily.
Gentleman's Hangout, $2. Bathroom break, sponsored by Gentleman's Hangout. Who is that guy in your avatar,
That's
JJ?
me. What do you mean? Who's that guy?
Wow, you look pretty
Who
cool.
is that guy?
That one's from plastic, just to piss him off,
Jay Wright, £2. Can I print some AC3 t-shirts soon? Please, Art. Sure, you can do whatever you like there. That's fine. Toyota Mo, $5. Arch, still stuck at work. Wanted to stop in and say hi to the JV team. Also, ABC and Doco, awesome as well. Fike the Snakes. I gotta tell you, I never said nothing bad about them, right? But I don't like the way I don't understand.
Arch,
They left me. I never booted anyone, okay? I never booted anyone. They left me.
Let's take Bear's advice, though, and move on to other topics.
Yeah, exactly.
You're giving them free advertisement.
After we fuck with them a little bit, come on.
No free advertisement for snakes.
I gotta tell you, seriously, guys, I think the watches, it's the camaraderie, you wanna, it's a hobby that, you gotta understand, the hobby, it's important to have other people in the hobby. It's very lonely if you just have the stuff yourself. You want to talk a bit, chat a bit, look at someone. I like looking at Jeff's collection. That inspires. JJ, you got a great collection, man.
Thank you. Somebody said that my collection sucked the other day, and they were making fun of me on the air.
On Tim's channel.
and then I went on, and he was
decent watch. He said you've got as a day there. I'm thinking, you really what?
Guys, you have to put it into context, okay? This guy's a knucklehead. He sold a Rolex he sold the exact no date sub, I think it was, right? That I'm getting, JJ.
Marco's giving away the spoiler. We gotta
For a
get that.
JLC master compressor, Arch. A master compressor.
Oh.
You gotta wonder though.
Calling
Sometimes
Archie's
people are
collection
trolling.
shite.
Oh, he was definitely trolling, but that's what the funny part was. He said that my day date, you should never buy that in yellow gold. It should be in white gold with a black dial. It doesn't even make sense. I'm like, the iconic day date is yellow gold. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
Trolling. This guy may not even have any watch.
He wouldn't show his collection. He said he was going to send it, but he never did.
I'll send it in.
And I mean,
right.
I gotta be totally honest with you, man. I love, you know what I'm in love with so badly at the moment, JJ?
What's that?
Watches wise?
Z Blue.
Such a great watch.
I don't even wear it though.
No, but that's 'cause I
Yeah.
haven't got the courage to wear it. I don't want to scratch that highly polished center
He
link.
pets it. He pets it
come
at
on,
night.
Arch.
Do you pet it at night,
What
Arch?
do you do with Pepsi on Jubilee.
I tell you honestly, I actually next rotation. So I've got 2 watches out at the moment. I got the sub date, and I got the 5196. I want to get all 3 the 5196 back in the safe, and I want to get the 3 Rolex out.
Hey, Arch,
Rolex.
I just thought of a good idea for you. What if you do $20 super chat once a week? You get to pick the watches that you wear for the week.
Ooh.
What do you think about that?
It could be a goer. William Gordian, £1.
When
Yeah,
you're
I gotta
Let me
tell
ask
you,
you-
man,
What do you think about the No Time to Die Seamaster? How's it wearing?
it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Honestly, Arch, I gotta be honest with you. There were some second thoughts going on in my head. Should I get the Explorer and get that watch after instead of
Ooh, don't do that,
the?
man.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Look, JJ's got a lot of Rolex. He's got a lot of Rolex, right? But I gotta tell you, man, Omega, that is a beautiful Omega. I even like it on the NATO. I don't know what you think. I love it on the NATO.
Yeah, decent. Looks
Right.
pretty cool.
I like it better on the Milanese bracelet, though. I think it's much nicer. Titanium. I don't know, but Showcase said that. Shout out to Showcase. He said it doesn't feel very comfortable if you latch it down tight on that bracelet for some reason. You have to wear it a little loose, and I don't really prefer to wear it loose. So,
Not
see,
jingly,
It kind of
jangly
depends
for
on
you?
the shape of your
No.
wrist as well.
right. I just hope it doesn't turn out to be a $1,200 mistake ordering it. You know what I mean? But we'll see.
So JJ
Here
does
we
not
go.
stand for
2
jingly,
smoke, 2 stroke, $20. AC3. Looks like you're wearing the ladies' Rolex for a week.
I want to see that Cartier.
Oh, there you go. You got your.
Wearing the ladies' Rolex.
Well, we just said you had to
Out.
take it out of the safe. We didn't say you have to wear it. So.
Actually, that's that watch is I quite like it. It's a beautiful watch there. Beautiful watch. J Wright, £2. Explain why glycine is a respected brand, please. I never really liked glycine. Their very famous model was the Glycine Airman. Airman.
But aren't they a Phoenix company also? They just bought the rights.
Yeah, they were very mid-tier. They were never
They
that...
own- Yeah.
Funnily
It's like
enough,
Minerva.
in Vietnam
Minerva.
War, I think
Right.
a lot of glycines, a lot of people had glycine. They were cheap. They weren't Rolex. They were cheap. Okay, they were
It's like-
relatively inexpensive.
It's like Minerva and Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc's acting like Minerva were these high-class, incredible... people.
Minerva was garbage.
Yeah, they were
Minerva was
affordable shitters, let's
garbage.
be honest.
Who's
Yo,
this?
guys.
But it is a nice movement.
Yo, guys, I'm just here real quick because I have to run
Yes,
to
yes,
a
yes,
seminar.
yes.
I'm just
Hey.
here to say, guys, thumbs up, please. We have to get to
Thumbs up.
100 likes. Please, for the love of
And don't
God.
forget the Tim Wright channel as well there. The Tim Wright channel. Don't forget the Tim Wright channel.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, man, we love you, Tim. We love you.
And
We love
Thank you,
you.
guys.
About
Thank
10
you, guys.
left.
Good luck.
Big up,
Yeah.
Tim.
About 10 left. It's all
Thank
about
you.
them
Okay.
five.
And G, $5. Arch, top 5 collectible Calatravas. I gotta tell you, man, seriously, top 5 Calatravas, the collectible, I'd say the 6006. The 6007, that's already amazing. The 5212, the weekly calendar in steel. I would say, I gotta tell you, the 5107, I love that. And I also reckon I'd throw in there 5196, baby. I know they made a lot of them, but they're just so cool. They're so cool.
Arch, Can I ask you, what do you think about the
Sure.
6007? You know, the steel blue dial.
Look, they are going for $90,000.
Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers. Look, I got to be honest with you. I don't see 90,000 in them, but they're still very cool. I like that strap. You know, it's kind of casual. It's a very cool watch. It's cool.
But the
I wouldn't
question
pay the
is,
piper.
But
does
Arch,
the
can I
price-
ask? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
does
Yes.
the price on the 6007 likely pull up the price on a 6006?
Well, I at the it's done nothing to it, but I hope in the future it does. Yeah, I'm banking on that one, Doc. That's my Bitcoin.
But Arch, I got to tell you, I think, and I don't know if you feel the same way. Like Patek has been doing this a lot more. Usually, blue is not a color that they mess with, right? Especially on their dress watches. And yet they're starting to do it more and more. They're like giving people what they want. But then they discontinued the 5711. How does that make any sense? I don't
They got a
get
new
it.
look. I think they're very clever. They're very, very clever. Decisions on the 5711 were made years ago, but there'll be something else coming out. You know, sometimes the best thing you can do to keep your popularity is stop. You got to know when to stop. It's like Jackie Gleason. He had the, you know, he knew when to stop. You just don't keep going and going and going. You got to know when to pull out.
When he passed out, I think.
Kuiper might frog $2. Hairs for poos and camaraderie. Camaraderie and stud muffin $2. Can you please pull up the Omega Seamaster Platinum?
Sure.
What's the Seamaster Platinum? And William Goldrian, £5. The Rolex GMT Master 2 116718 LN. Money green dial is so hot and it's going to skyrocket the best. That's a cool watch, but man, how many
Hard to
people
predict what Rolex is going to skyrocket.
how many
fast.
people can afford solid? These things
They're already
are so-
skyrocketing. He's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to skyrocket. They're already through the roof because the green dial Daytona went through the roof.
I mean, that's
50,000.
what we know.
$50,000.
For this?
I like it.
No, but I'm just saying this watch here. Is this what he's talking?
No,
about?
for the
50,000
Rolex,
is platinum,
right?
platinum. Seamaster Platinum.
Yeah, is this?
50 for this?
Yeah,
That's a
50,000.
lot of scratch. You could just.
It's platinum. It's platinum.
Oh,
To me, I
I'm
don't
getting
see the
four
value of
digits
this in
that
platinum.
money.
You're just lugging around the heavier metal and paying a ton more, and it looks exactly the same.
50 grand is a lot.
Yeah.
Toyota Mo, $5. One last this Arch. In 2 months with the JV team, you just got rid of the carpet beetles, got new carpet, 3 roll eyes, fight the old crew. There we go. Toyota Mo.
Couple of months, you got rid of carpet beetles, snakes, and all variety of items.
Yes, that's exactly it. I love
Arch,
the new carpet, by
can
the
I
way.
ask you, being that you love
Sure.
to give value to the audience,
Yep.
let's
Yep.
get some words of wisdom by. I've tried to look this up, and I think I know the answer, but I want to verify. I haven't really seen any good info. If you have a white gold dress watch, right, and
Yep.
you have already have lugs in them, built in the what are they called with this that you could deploy them without using a tool. You know what I'm talking about? I forget the name.
Ah,
It's slipping my mind.
yeah.
The spring bars,
little
the spring bars, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you use stainless steel spring bars, won't it destroy the holes in the white gold case, or do you have to swap them out for white gold spring bars?
I think a lot of these spring bars aren't made of gold themselves there, because gold
Soft.
itself is so soft.
Right, that's what I say.
You know what I mean? I think even when they're gold, they're only gold plated.
Right. Now, people's opinions,
you know what I
though, are
mean?
that it'll dig a hole into the holes and grind out your
Let's get the
case.
viewer test right.
You know.
Here we go there. Stud muffin, $2. It's actually 66,000. Check the Omega website. And then we got an amazing Steve B, $100. Everyone hit the thumbs up.
Yeah, I forgot to.
Wow.
Steve B.
Hit the thumbs
Wow.
up.
Steve B.
Wowzers.
Thank you, Steve.
I gotta
B.
tell
That's
you-
amazing.
JJ.
Yeah.
My advice is always use the factory recommended spring bars. Rolex has special Rolex spring bars. They're slightly thicker than standard ones.
Okay.
Believe it or
Yep.
not, ArchieLuxury, they're just standard. They're nothing special. Often they use.
Mm-hmm.
Patek uses special spring bars. I would always you don't want to have ones that are too tight. That's where you can cause damage. So I would just say to you, get the spring bar that is correct for the watch. Don't be cheap. Patek ones are actually $140 each. Or
Right.
100 US each.
Yeah,
Just
but you don't want to damage a case. That'll cost you a lot more money in the long run.
Exactly. You don't want to damage it full stop, so that is the most important thing there. J Wright, $2 in Japan. Have you seen the Royal Orient WE0011J? Bring it up.
Royal Orient.
Guys, come on. We don't bring up Royal Orient. What is
Exactly. what is this thing?
what's the reference number?
WE0011J.
Is that like the fancy line of Orient watches, or is this something?
Sounds like it. Royal Orient.
That's what it is. It's a shitter.
I'm not familiar with this.
Yeah,
I think it's this.
Look,
Kind of busy dial. I'll say that.
is it expensive or what? What is it? Is this a
It's
trick
probably
question?
a couple $100.
Da-da-da-da.
I think regular Orients are 100.
Right, they're about like 100, 200, right, depending on the model.
$2,000.
2000.
That's a different watch. Oh no, that's I don't know. Either way, this is not
It's
this isn't-
crazy
like-
critters.
It's like spending 100,000 on your Volkswagen.
Sucker Horn! Thank you, Sucker Horn. Sucker Horn's in the audience
Sucker
there.
Horn.
Sucker
Sucker
Horn.
Horn.
Good day to you. Yeah, I think that's their answer. That's their answer to Seiko, to the Grand Seiko, I think, because they've been really. If you've been watching the lower end
Yeah.
stuff, they're really coming after the low end Seiko stuff. Orient.
Well,
And
they're owned by the
Seiko's
same
done some
company.
nasty things. The
They're-
really cheap Seikos are no longer Japanese made.
Right. The Orients
Chinese,
are
right?
Japanese made.
Yes, they're rather nasty. They're nasty. Nasty. Guys, I'm going to wrap this show up in 3 minutes. I want to thank you for coming on.
Thanks
Marco,
for having us.
are you happy to come on the show? Tell me this. Are you happy?
I wouldn't be doing
love
this
the
if
show.
I
I wish
wasn't
there was no drama. This way we can actually just focus on the watches. But it is
I'm
what it
sorry.
is.
Was that a question to Marco?
Yeah, I was just going to ask Marco, you're happy to come on, aren't you?
I love the show, Arch. I love the show. I really do love the show.
JJ, you're happy to come on?
Yes, sir. I come on for fun, man. I've been coming on for months for fun. I really thought I would pop on 1 or 2 times when you were kind of in transition, just to chat a little bit, and somehow
Yeah.
fell into this. So, it's been a
Doc,
fun
you
ride.
like to come on, don't you?
Always enjoyable, which is why
And
I couldn't-
ABC, you'd like to
You
come
bet.
on?
Bet.
Yeah, so I mean, look, guys, no one's forcing anyone to come on here.
Okay.
I want to try and stop the dramas because, at the end of the day, it's very, I got to try and work with everybody. I try and work with I don't like to really get people. The problem is you can never please everyone all the time. But
True.
I got to tell you honestly, Sucker Horn, I haven't always supported or believed what he wants to do, right? But, he's done so much for me, I'd always listen to him, I got to tell you, Doc is very easy flowing. ABC's easy flowing. I got to say, JJ, you're a good guy. I don't want to upset you. Like I honestly like chatting to. And same as Marco. Marco puts a lot of effort in, right? I don't want to take you away from school, Marco. But look, the thing is, if you put a lot of effort in, I'm obviously going to have to support you in an argument. I mean, this just goes without saying. If you're coming on the show all the time, I'm not going to boot you off if. This is the whole thing, guys. I honestly, this show, it is bloody tough to do these shows because you got to have people coming on. It's a lot of work.
make up
And
to
I
6 hours
appreciate-
sometimes.
Exact. Stud Muffin, $2. I also like to come on the show. Thank you, Stud Muffin.
Guys, one
I
more
gotta
like.
say-
We hit 100. One more like. Let's do it.
I gotta
One more.
say, guys, please. You know, we want to talk watches. I don't mind. I don't mind people having their own show. You could even promote it a bit. You know, I tell you honestly, it doesn't. It's no skin off my nose. I just want people who like talking watches. That's the
Archie, you know what I
important
want to start
thing.
doing again? I want to
What's
start.
that, man?
I want to start spooking the independents again. Let's talk real
You
watch.
can spruik whatever you want there. We'll chat. We'll, you know, we want to. I like to talk with the watch talk. You know, that's what we like to do, man. So look, guys, we're just trying to hose it down. You know, I've had some. You know, I didn't even know what happened the other day. I had problems with my son. I had other You know,
You don't need
I don't
more
even.
problems.
I don't need more problems. I come on here to escape from my problems. You know.
Yeah.
Congratulations, we hit 100. All right, great stream. guys.
Hey man, okay, we'll be back tomorrow, and it's all beautiful. Thank you guys.
Later,
Thanks,
guys.
Archie.
Like,
Thanks, all.
subscribe, and tell.